So I tried Xiaomi's HyperOS Global Edition. I already tried the Xiaomi HyperOS China Edition, and you already know that China Edition already has some great features, and all those features does not come to the Global Edition or India version. But let's find out. This is the EU edition which I tried on my device running Poco F5. Things could be same for almost every device. So let's just quickly get into these kind of things, the things which you have, the changes, and everything we will talk about in this video. So stay tuned. Firstly, while setting it up for the first time on my device, what I found, we have the font settings options available. It was not available in the MIUI section. I tried booting a lot of MIUI ROMs, MIUI custom ROMs, MIUI normal stable editions, but I never found this option. It's available. So whenever you boot up your device for the first time, you will get this one. Secondly, the permission manager is also like this one. Could not be a major change, and I'm not exactly sure if in the India version you will get the same, but in the global version, this is the permission manager, and you can see the layout of the buttons looks good. I guess, I mean, this is a different thing which we have, so I just wanted to let you know. Another thing is in the battery section, you can see the battery UI is kind of changed, and it's because of the new security app. We will get into the security options very soon. You can switch between these ultra battery saver, performance mode, etc., and things work like same like the previous ones, but you have this kind of UI available in the battery section. Let me exit from here once from this by clicking here, clicking on OK. It's done. Turning off ultra battery saver, and this is it. That new battery section is visible because of the new security app, and as I just mentioned, we will get into a security app very soon. You have the option to switch between these kind of things, and battery protection feature is also present here. One more thing is, if you move into the settings and wallpaper section, you will find the new UI also introduced here. You have the option to check out the notification effects, fonts customization, icon size. Customizations are kind of same, only the layout and the UI is bit changed, and also the new lock screen. We will get into the lock screen very soon. Stay tuned and make sure to watch this video till the end. This is about the wallpapers. New wallpapers are already introduced. If you want to know more about specific HyperOS features, I made a dedicated video already on that, and which you find the link in the description for that. New theme manager is also introduced here, which looks quite good. You have the option for these categories, but actually the UI, the layout is changed in the theme manager. Themes, wallpapers, ringtones were same kind of options available previously, but only the UI is redesigned, and to be very honest, it looks good. It actually looks good. Maybe it's available in this HyperOS EU edition. Maybe it should be available actually in the India edition too. Let's see. Whenever India edition will come, I will let you know for sure. But things looks good. We have all the categories here. Also in my account section, same kind of UI is here. It was already available. It was already updated from a long time, and we have that category option available at the center here, which you can click and search, or you can categorize these kind of things. This is about the new theme manager, which is available in the settings, or you can even see that from the theme app. One more thing is the control center. Like the MIUI 14 time, when MIUI 14 came, the new control center was not having at the first look. I mean, at the start, when first MIUI 14 version came, the new control center was not there. You had to wait for 2 more versions, then the new control center came. But in this case, in HyperOS case, finally the new control center is already here. So this is a very good sign. I'm not exactly sure about the mid-range devices, but kind of other than, or basically little bit more than the mid-range devices like the Poco F5, which is actually not a mid-ranger device, not a budget device. It could be a mid-ranger but not a budget device, so we'll see how the things will go with the budget devices, the blur options or kind of that. But right now this is what we have. One more feature which I never found in MIUI, if you move on to developer options, scroll down, you will find one option named as app cache optimization. I'm not exactly sure if it was available in the MIUI 14. Let me know in the comment box if it was available there. I did not found that. You can simply click on, and as you can see, after turning this feature on, reboot your device for it to come into effect. App cache optimization, the name tells you everything, and as I just mentioned, you have to open developer options to find out this option at the bottom, including all those things which are available here. One more thing is the apps UI is also changed. Some of those apps, some of the pre-installed apps like the weather is the first one, the UI is changed. It's also redesigned. Almost all the pre-installed apps, most of the pre-installed apps UI are changed. Same like things with the gallery section. If you move on to the gallery app, you have the two options, photos and albums, and you will find same kind of options available here and there. For example, like here, you have those protective watermark feature, Google Lens, same kind of options there. And even in the editing section, things are same here. No extra editing features. Some features are there. You can click and drag and drop some things. That is okay, but not major changes in those sections and by clicking the edit option or etc. Same kind of things you will find in the gallery section. Security app, as I just mentioned few minutes ago, that security app is also changed. In the security section, you will find this kind of UI, which is redesigned, kind of okay, not a major change, but it's there, so I just wanted to let you know. The battery section is also the part of the security app. I have already told you and I've already shown you that. Other things are same, cleaner tools and privacy protection. Also, the game turbo is not having any kind of major changes, so we will not get into that. One more thing is the camera section. The camera section is also changed. The camera layout is changed. The layout is inspired from the Leica camera. It was available in some of the custom UI editions, not by default in some Xiaomi devices. But in this case, if you use this one, right now at least in my Poco F5, the camera UI is changed and it should be changed in your device too. The UI looks good. Not major options, not major changes as compared to the features, but in the UI you will find some changes here. Photo section, portrait, video, everywhere we have some changes. The menu is now at the center. Of course, the Gcam is also updated with the Android 14, so as this camera section or this camera should work with Android 14 only. As far as I know, it should not work with Android 13. I'm not exactly sure, but because my device is now updated to Android 14, HyperOS is based on Android 14, by the way. It's not based on Android 13 like MIUI 14. MIUI 14, for some devices, it came with Android 13. I mean, most of the devices we have Android 14, Android 13 based MIUI 14, but then Android 12 based MIUI 14 was also there. I'm not exactly sure if it is also in the case of HyperOS, but it should not be. So this is what we can expect. The camera section, I've already told you the changes, the UI changes, everything. I just wanted to let you know. Same things with the file manager. The file section or the file manager app is also changed here. This file manager looks good. All the things are categorized and two options like recent and storage options are available. As like weather app, gallery app, this app is also changed. Not a major change, but the UI changes are a part of the HyperOS structure or HyperOS operating system changes, by the way. These are the things available here. These were some noticeable changes. You can create, cut, copy, paste, same kind of options available here and there. UI changes, I just wanted to let you know. I have already told you, but let's move on to the lock screen ones. Because lock screen is one of the main highlights of using HyperOS. Lock screen is actually inspired from iPhone. If you have ever used latest iOS version, it's literally inspired from that. You have the option to customize the lock screen wallpaper. You have the option to customize the lock screen clocks, filters, colors, depth effect, almost everything what you can imagine. You can customize that. As you can see, we have different clock styles available. You can choose between them. You have the option for fonts customizations, filters which you can adjust, matte effect. You have the option to do so. These things look so amazing. All these options what you were looking forward to are already present here. Simply click on apply. You have the option to choose from always on display or not, and this is how the UI is looking like. You can simply hold and switch between multiple lock screen options. Some of these options are already available here. For example, this is the one which brings you the depth effect. You can disable that in case you don't need that, but in case you need that because this looks good, you can also change the font style, font colors, clock style, a lot more things which you can do with this. Simply install HyperOS and explore all these things which are available even in the lock screen, like this one. This looks good. All the options which you can do, and also because lock screen is dynamic, we have these kind of options available. I'm not exactly sure how the things will go with the third-party themes. Let's see, but right now we do not have those kind of themes available. If you move on to the widget section, what you will find, the widgets are there because it's a global edition, but still all the widgets are present, not from the China theme store, because Chinese theme store widgets are paid. So I'm not exactly sure if they will come ever or not, but for now those are not available. But the global widgets are there. But I know how you can get those widgets for free very easily. Simply install the Moded Theme Manager, which you can do by rooting your Android device, rooting your HyperOS, and you can do that. Other options, one more thing is, it is available in the launcher settings. My device is Poco, so that is why this is having the Poco launcher, but Poco launcher is also having the HyperOS features. One of the good feature is don't show text. You can adjust this system navigation and arrange items and recents. All these options are present here. So basically these were things I just wanted to let you know. This was about the first look of HyperOS Global Edition, which I tried. Things are looking good. In case you want to try it out on a device, link is available in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.